In this insightful conversation, Jim Curtis, a master hypnotist, transformational coach, and wellness pioneer, explores why many people feel stuck in life due to entrenched subconscious programming. He discusses the origins of these limiting beliefs, the power of identity and language in shaping reality, emotional and energetic states, nervous system regulation, and the path to healing and authentic living. The dialogue also delves into relationships, self acceptance, manifestation, and how rewiring the mind enables individuals to break free from fear and cultivate peace, harmony, and abundance. Jim Curtis explains that many underlying beliefs of not being okay or feeling not good enough stem from early childhood experiences and programming. For example, he shares his personal story of growing up with an abusive father, where he internalized blame and guilt, thinking he was the cause of anger and punishment. These early emotional imprints become subconscious programs shaping adult identity and reactions, such as spiraling over perceived rejection or criticism. Curtis emphasizes that these beliefs are not inherent truths, but learned programs that must be consciously unraveled to reclaim personal power. A central theme is how the words and identities people claim, especially through I am statements, directly influence their subconscious mind and therefore their lived reality. Curtis highlights that the subconscious is a servant waiting for instructions. It constitutes about 95% of our mental processes and influences habits, feelings, and perceptions. What one repeatedly tells oneself, such as I am stuck versus I am capable, becomes the core identity that manifests in life. This concept aligns with ancient teachings like the biblical I am that I am, reinforcing the idea that individuals are creators of their own existence. Curtis discusses how emotional states act as energetic signals that attract certain experiences. Fear, jealousy, and victimhood are identified as low-frequency energies that trap individuals in cycles of lack and disempowerment. By contrast, cultivating higher vibrational states through conscious emotional regulation allows shifts into new quantum energy timelines, opening possibilities for healing and abundance. Understanding that energy is neutral, beyond labels of good or bad, and focusing on what to attract more or less of can empower individuals to change their internal state and external reality. The path to freedom involves first building awareness that limiting beliefs and fears are conditioned programs, not absolute realities. Healing requires dismantling these subconscious patterns through practices like hypnosis, meditation, prayer, and self-compassion. Curtis shares practical tools such as reconnecting with one's inner child and using affirmations to replace self-judgment with love and acceptance. He recounts a poignant experience of how heartfelt forgiveness and the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, facilitated profound emotional and even physical healing. Nervous system regulation emerges as a crucial factor for creating clarity, abundance, and harmonious relationships. Living in a chronic fight-or-flight state fueled by fear blocks intuitive spiritual tools and rational decision-making. Curtis offers simple breathwork and visualization techniques to quickly ground oneself and calm the nervous system, which opens access to higher-level states of consciousness. This regulation is foundational for stepping out of reactive habits, eliminating stuckness, and facilitating manifestation. Relationships often mirror internal wounds and unhealed trauma. Curtis and the host reflect on how people frequently attract partners who replicate unresolved familial dynamics or reinforce harmful self-beliefs, such as inconsistency or unworthiness. Healing these wounds and cultivating self-worth establishes new relational patterns characterized by safety and authenticity rather than chemical addiction or neediness. Patience and values-based connection, rather than rushing into physical intimacy, foster deeper, more sustainable love. The conversation distinguishes between romantic, chemical-based love, a transient, addictive neurochemical reaction, and unconditional love rooted in acceptance and authenticity. Curtis describes how delaying sexual intimacy in new relationships helped him discern genuine compatibility over the illusion of passion. He encourages cultivating friendships and shared life values as a more reliable foundation for healthy partnerships, breaking cycles of chasing approval or validation within dysfunctional attachments. Manifestation is reframed as a realization of oneness rather than acquiring something external. The practice of affirming I am identities aligned with desired outcomes rewires subconscious programming and aligns one with infinite creative potential. Curtis stresses the importance of releasing attachment and neediness to avoid repelling what is wanted, highlighting consistent daily practice as the key to embodying these truths. Visualization and verbal affirmations blend emotional feeling with cognitive focus, guiding the subconscious towards new realities. Fear and rationalizations often keep people stuck in unhealthy situations, including toxic relationships. Curtis advocates amplifying awareness of current pain and imagining the amplification over time as a motivator to break free. He guides individuals to visualize freedom and peace beyond the fear, helping them take courageous action, whether to seek resolution or leave harmful environments. Recognizing one's addiction to pain or chemical patterns within relationships is a crucial step toward transformation. A key blockage to peace and fulfilling relationships is the struggle to accept oneself fully in the present moment. Curtis emphasizes that acceptance is not complacency, but removing the harsh judgment and masks people wear. Authenticity frees energy and invites healthier mirrors in relationships. Rather than seeking external validation, embracing the true self fosters boundaries and discernment. Growth can be disciplined without self-criticism, and flexibility in personal standards supports well-being. Towards the conversation's close, Curtis reflects on the importance of envisioning and embodying one's future self with clarity and optimism. He encourages focusing on the desired future rather than potential pitfalls, while also cultivating presence in the now. This vision includes thriving relationships, optimal health, and broad contribution to others on a large scale. The ongoing journey of healing and growth is posed as a continual expansion of loving capability and purposeful impact. The guest shares his evolving relationship with spirituality and God, moving from traditional religious frameworks into a broader understanding of self as an expression of a higher universal source or consciousness. This connection provides peace and alignment beyond dogma, encouraging people to live with openness to the mystery and recognize themselves as co-creators in the vast, energetic field of existence. Jim Curtis closes with reminders to be kind to oneself, to stop self-judgment and fear of judgment by others, and to surrender worries that often never materialize. He affirms that living authentically may upset some people, but ultimately lightens the internal burden and improves life quality. The power of kindness, self-love, and claiming one's capacity underpin the lessons shared. The call is to recognize everyone's innate greatness as the courage to inhabit authentic selfhood and to empower others in doing the same.